Hi, I am going to do a eye look for you today. That's why I have half my face covered because it looks like this. Some of you may recognize it because I posted it in my feed last week, I think, and it was like a this or that, and you all were like, this. It's called Wonder, and it is so pretty. So I thought I would show you how I do it. Okay. It is a trio, a Shadow Sense trio, Deep Plum, Candied Cocoa Shimmer, and Glacier Glitter. Those are the three that I used on my eye. And I always start, though, with Candlelight. This is my flesh-colored eyeshadow color. And I'm doing that to just cancel out any kind of veins I have, any darkness on my lid, any discoloration, any and everything that could sort of get in the way of the colors that I choose for my eye look, because we don't want our colors to compete with our eyelid. And so you can see, whoa, it is just so even. Everything's canceled out. It's a nice blank canvas. And so now when I go in with my colors, these aren't competing with any darkness or discoloration. And also I can use less because I'm not trying to build and compete against that darkness. So I'm gonna start with Candied Cocoa Shimmer, and I'm using the Sigma E35. This is the crease brush. My Candied Cocoa Shimmer is a little bit on the empty side, so I'm just gonna grab right from the wand. But you may, if you have a fuller version of it, you may want to not do it this way and just grab from like this part of the wand, okay? But I'm putting this in you can see like I grabbed from, and I don't have a ton, but I'm putting this right in my crease area, and I'm just gonna keep grabbing it and going and adding to this crease area all the way to the inner corner. Now, a lot of times I know, let me turn off my notifications real quick because I always forget to do that. A lot of times I know that I tell you to avoid dark colors on your inner corner. And that's not wrong. I mean, that's obviously true, but with this look, because we're gonna have the brightness right here in the middle, we can kind of bring that color over to that inner corner. The other trick you wanna make sure, if you have eyes like I do, which are called hooded eyes, where when I open my eyes, my lid basically disappears. You wanna open your eyes and make a mark. You can even make a mark with a little bit of the wand, because you wanna make sure you come up that high so that when your eyes are open, you can see the color. Otherwise, your eyes are gonna be open and you're not gonna be able to see the color on your lid. So that is a trick that I learned. And you're just gonna kind of keep going back and forth. I'm also gonna come down on my lid just a little bit. And I'm also going to get a bunch and pinch my brush and drag it underneath my eye, like that, okay? Again, you can see I'm really trying to get a lot off of that wand. It's because I have a low Candied Cocoa Shimmer, so don't be quite as zealous if you have a newer one. There we go. Okay. So coming up high enough, you can see, so it's like a pretty brown color, but it also has like a mauve shimmer to it. So it actually pulls a little bit purple, which is why it pairs really well with Deep Plum. Okay, with Deep Plum, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm taking my Sigma E25 brush. You can see these are my go-to standard brushes. You can see that this one, the E25, is a little bit smaller and a little bit flatter, but it still has some fluff, which I really like. I'm gonna take Deep Plum, and I'm just gonna touch it right on there, on the end, okay? And then because Deep Plum is a darker color, I want to be a little bit careful because I don't want to use too much. So I'm going to take the lid of my foundation bottle, any non-porous surface works, wax paper, a plate, if you have a makeup palette, anything like that. And I'm just going to put it on there to spread out the color and also to make sure that I don't have like too much. And I'm going to be gently, with a really light hand, going back and forth in this lower crease area, again, all the way to that inner corner. And I'm just gonna kind of gradually build the color. I just keep, putting it on there and then tapping it to spread it out. And I'm just gonna gradually build the color, again, all the way to that inner corner, all the way to the outer corner, and going up in my crease a little bit, but also coming down onto my lid. I want it to be a little bit lighter on my lid than out here, but I do want to have a little bit on my lid. And the key is just to keep, you can see how much I'm blending. I need to get really close to my, you don't want to have like a line of skin right at that lash line. So I'm going to get really close to my lash line. And I'm just constantly building the color to reach the intensity that I want, because you get to choose the intensity. If you like this eye look, but you're like, you know what, that's a little bit too intense for what I would wear, then you're just gonna blend it out more and use less product. So you can still get the look just at a lesser intensity. You get to choose that. You make the makeup work for what you want. Okay. So that matches really well. I'm gonna come up a little bit because I have my Deep Plum coming up a little bit higher. So I'm gonna come up a little bit, but I'm almost ready just to move on to my other color. Okay, I'm also going to, actually I'm just gonna, what I did last time, which I really liked is, oh, that might be too much. Dab that away. Add a little bit of color under here. I hate that look that we always have to make. I don't know why that always seems to help, but it does. Okay. So there's that. And now, we're basically creating a halo. And a halo is when you've got, the darker color around the outside and then a lighter color right above that, right above your eye, basically. And actually I could probably take that over just a little bit. So it's directly above my eye. So if you look at your eye, you want to put, I'm just tapping. Because this Glacier Glitter, that's what this color is called. Since it is a glitter color, we want to just tap. We don't want to really blend it out because we want there to be that glitter there. Right above that eye. And then I'm just gently tapping it in with my, you know what? I feel like my purple kind of went away. I don't know why that happened. Let's add that back a little bit. Maybe. Let's let that just sit for a second. My Glacier Glitter kind of made that go away. And I'm gonna grab this. And I'm just gonna put it directly on the brush and see what that does for me. There we go. do you think of that? Bring that up a little bit higher. Just adding things as I go. There we go. And then I think I need a little bit more of the deep plum right here. I didn't bring it in far enough. There we go. Yeah, what do you think of that? Okay, a key part here, and so notice too, like when the deep plum kind of got rubbed away, I just had to wait a second. It wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't anything drastic. I just had to wait a second. I am gonna curl my lashes. That does make a big difference in the overall lash lift and mascara look. And I keep the rest of my makeup really subtle. I shouldn't say the rest. I keep the rest of my face makeup really subtle. I have a really subtle blush on. I just a little bit of Toasted Rose. I do have a little bit of bronzer on. And then I also just have like a coordinating color, but nothing too dark on my lips. I did one layer of Giddy Up and 2 layers of beige cream to kind of give me that like mauve-y, purpley lip color. And then I just have matte gloss over top. Got some sparkle on my eye, but some matte on my lips. I like kind of mixing textures like that. Could also easily do glossy gloss on top or a glitter gloss and have it coordinate more. That's up to you. And that's it. So that is how you do the I Look Wonder. I did have a couple of requests to do the other one of the this or that I posted, so I'll probably do that later this week, but really pretty holiday look. And again, like, you know, once you have your mascara and all of that on, it doesn't look over the top. It makes, especially, you know, if you got your face covered with your mask, it's a really pretty eye look that you can duplicate. And yeah, get some glitter in your life, get some plum in your life. It's great. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Bye.